Welcome world. We back in a new spot. Jersey Media, Elmwood Park, multimedia outlet company. Get your videos, your content, your pictures, your photo shoots, your SEOs, your advertisements, trailers, videos, shoot a movie. I don't know if they do them freaky movies, but hey, if you got the money.
Shit, everything's for sale, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to our home base, Straight Fuego Studios, but today we are in Jersey Media. Can I call it Jersey Media Studios?
Yeah, you can go to Jersey Media.
We're in Jersey Media Studios, one branch of Jersey Media. We're here today, as always. I am the brother Burnz.
Yes.
Not to the left of me, but directly in front of me is my co-host VSOP.
VSOP, you know what it be. We out here repping that LVE. Always, wearing that MDMA.
Yo,
all day, baby.
I'm so happy you guys are here, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having us, man.
Shout out
dope. This is nice.
Shout out to our co-host Max Lowe.
Yes,
who is recovering from surgery.
Yo, we should have put a poster of him.
We should have put a picture of him.
A fat head of him.
Coño carajo.
Get well soon, Max Lowe, the trucker, the hip hop trucker. Excuse me.
Sir.
Get in Tune, Volume 1 out now. Everybody, make sure you go download that. On track number 1 is today's guest.
Yes, sir.
Spitting the first verse.
MC,
Yes,
world renowned MC, actor, yes,
Yeah.
TV reality star,
Yeah.
newly christened marathon runner,
Yes, sir.
and recently completed the New York Marathon, amongst others. But
Yes.
the New York Marathon, that's the one that counts. Because come on,
Yeah, that's the big boy.
Oh, and by the way, he's still wearing the medals, and he still got the poncho.
Yes,
so
yes, we're gonna zoom in on
get
that.
it
Yeah,
We
all
got
that stuff.
everything here just to show the aesthetics of what's going on. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
but that's super dope, my brother. Super dope. Yo.
Aqua Reserva representative,
Yes, sir. Shout out to Tito, Dennis.
Run Champs representative, Smoke Champs affiliate. Representative,
Yeah, of course. Those are my guys. You know what I mean? Those are my guys.
So raspy artist. God damn,
Yes.
this interview gonna take 10 minutes. The king of West New York.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hudson County's own, my bro.
Yo.
Yes.
MESA.
Yo.
We in the building with
Yes,
the brother
sir.
MESA.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, my brother.
Thank you,
In
man.
your new venture.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, man.
Love.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yes.
first and foremost, on
Thank you.
everything. We haven't sat down with the brother MESA in what feels like a few years.
Yeah, a couple years.
And as I was driving up here, I told the brother, when I got here, I told the brother MESA, as I was driving up here, I felt like I was interviewing a whole new person.
Yeah.
A whole new brother.
Facts.
Although, obviously, there's a good brother. This is my brother. We have our relationship.
Yeah.
But this brother has grown so much within the past 2-3 years. Not only as an artist, but also as an individual, as a man, as a father. So I want to say congratulations on
Thank you.
all
Yeah.
that
Thank you, guys.
before we get
Thank
to
you.
anything else.
For sure.
We're going to discuss the new album out now.
Yeah.
It's titled Another Run. It dropped in August. It released under Hoolie Nation Records. Shout out to the Hoolie Nation. Shout out to all the Hoolies, RGM 150, and my bro, Geo Game Over,
Yes,
and
sir.
all the other
Yeah.
Shout out to my guys.
Hold up.
It's got features on there that I love.
I knew you would love it.
It's got features on there that I love.
Yeah.
Recorded in Vegas. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And then after we break down this fire album that after you listen to it, you're going to want to run a marathon yourself like me. Then we're going to talk some new music, the next music, because this came out in August. It's bubbling. We just, Brother MESA just dropped a new video. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But, the Brother MESA, he don't know what brakes are. His car don't got no brakes.
Nah, yeah, it's all gas,
He
no
removed
brakes,
them,
baby.
so-
All gas, baby.
So, Brother MESA,
Yes, sir.
damn, my bro. Again, congratulations, man. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
proud of
thank
you,
you,
bro.
man.
I know
Absolutely.
I speak for everybody in the neighborhood,
Yes, thank
everybody
you,
in
man.
West New York, everybody in Hudson County, all of New Jersey. When I say congratulations,
Thank you,
we
man.
are
And that's
proud
why I
of you.
wanted to sit down with you guys specifically.
Dope.
Everybody's been trying to hit me for an interview, and I'm just like, I don't know. I've been just kind of turning shit down, And I felt like if I was going to give anybody the insight of what's been going on, it was going to be my guys, you know what I mean?
sir.
Damn,
Let's go
appreciate
viral,
you.
guys, because that's what we're about to do,
Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Absolutely. So, Another Run.
Yes, sir.
This album released in August, and I feel like you worked on it for at least a good year. I saw you working.
Yeah.
The recording process took a year. The preparation leading up to the release took another year.
Okay, so
Okay,
let's
so-
start there.
Yeah.
When you say preparation leading up to the release, before you actually even started the recording process for the album, what preparation are you describing?
Before I started recording?
Yeah, like the year that you said you needed to prepare. What happened?
The year
in
for
that
preparation was the second year.
Yeah, it was the second
Oh,
part
it's
of
the
it.
second
Yeah.
year.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
the preparation of the album?
Yeah,
The
like of how to
preparation-
release it. Yeah.
Like
The
the rollout
preparation
and
to
everything.
release. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said you needed. Excuse me, pardon me. I thought you meant you needed a year to
No.
prepare to start the album because
No.
sometimes
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to get
No.
in the right frame of mind.
Once Renee, and shout out to RGM 150, that's my brother, man.
Shouts to the Hoolie.
Which, by the way RGM discovered me, and a lot of people don't know this, but RGM went to school with my cousins. So he went to school with Petey, Isaac, Boner, and my cousin Isaac was the one that told him, like, yo, you need to check out my little cousin. And that's how I got on his radar.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when immediately when I signed with at the time when Renee started launching Geo, and I'm great at paying attention to what's going on in the town.
Right.
I may not say I don't say much, but I'm watching. You know what I mean? And the reason why I watched first is because I've seen people come in with tremendous amount of energy and burn out immediately. You know what I mean? So I've been in it for so long, I could kind of see who has the qualities to kind of last.
Right.
Or if maybe they need some certain things, I know I could work with them and get them to that tier. Or you know what I mean?
Right.
At the time, I was a free agent. Renee had Hoolie Nation going on. And we always kept going back and forth talking. And, you know, he always loved everything I was doing and how independent I was. And, you know, we came up with the idea that mutually, like, yo, maybe we can collab and put a project out together. And that's how that came about. And Renee handled business, like correctly, which I was at a state in my career where, like, I didn't want to, I'm not just doing albums unpurposely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was 5 years since I recorded an album, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
the last album I think I had put out, I forgot, man, so many. But anyways, Renee gave me an advance. I think the first time I went to go sign the contract in Austin, Texas, he had 10,000 waiting for me when I got there. And that was the first signing bonus. And then after that, he gave me another 20. So in total, he gave me 30,000. You know, before the album was even done.
Right.
I'm not the type of person to take advance money though, and just like kind of go live a lavish life.
Exactly.
Because I got good credit, and that's what a lot of people don't know is like, you know, my credit is substantial and it carries a lot of weight. You know, like I've been babying my credit for years now. You know, so. When you see me in cars, when you see me in here and that, it's just because I got a good name. I got all my T's and dots across perfectly. So when Renee gave me that advance, I went and put that back into the album, you know. I went and got some new teeth done, you know, obviously, because it was for the image, you know,
you
and
gotta
it worked
do it,
out
yeah.
perfectly because shortly after that I got on television. But Renee and RGM, Hoolie Nation, we came together, we put out a dope project. I told them what I was going to do and what my expectations were. And I told them, listen, I don't really need much. You know, I kind of got everything. I went into the deal with my team still.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, with my relationships, with everything I had. So my goal was to not only put a project together with Hoolie Nation, but also bring Renee into these rooms and make Hoolie Nation a familiar brand within the industry, and help Renee's relationships strengthen outside of just working with, you know, the people in Austin and
Exactly.
the people in our neighborhood. You know, I wanted him to have real relationships. So outside of us making the album, we grew to have a friendship because, you know, he's a part of Run Champs. Renee's, believe it or not, you know. People might laugh. JB's here. JB's in the back. RGM is a Run Champ.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
You know, so and that wasn't part of the deal when I signed the album.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so like,
Fuck it, though.
you know what I mean? We're traveling all over the world, running, and I'm pushing him to be better. So you know, so much came out of doing the project with Hoolie Nation. I was dying to release it though, because just like completing a task, the contract wasn't fulfilled, and nothing was fulfilled until the album physically came out.
Right.
And now we're rolling out. We got the merch rolling out, so we're working on recouping, and just that contract is done with Hoolie Nation. It was fulfilled, but my Hoolie Nation brothers are still active with me. I just put Game Over in a couple, and that's between me and him. He knows, but I just put him in a couple plays to get him some looks as well. So.
Nice. That's a good brother.
We work together. I keep growing, but the nucleus stays the same if nobody fucks it up.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
And what's the saying? One boat raises the whole tide for everybody. Sound like that? Like
Never heard that one.
there's a saying. I have to look it up. It's an old saying, but it has to do with like one boat raises the tide for everyone, right? So the bigger you grow, everyone grows.
Yeah,
true. That's down with you.
Yeah, and there was sometimes that it's tough because I'm the one with the relationships and I'm bringing my friends in, which is extremely difficult to do, and you gotta have those big guys, those mentors. They gotta have faith in your judge of character of who you're bringing around.
Exactly.
Because these are new faces, that I'm bringing in, but. Surely, Nori took a real liking to Renee, surprisingly.
Nice.
Renee's a good dude.
And it would be moments that I'll be hanging out with Nori and Renee will be walking down the block. We might be in fucking, I don't know, in Miami or something. He'll see Renee walking from a distance and he'll be like, I like Renee, man. Like Nori will tell me, he's like, I like Renee, man. and exclusively, even as Renee was training with us, I think Nori had told me one time, he's like, man, I'm so glad that Renee's running because he was breathing a certain way the other day that reminded me of Pun.
And
he was like I wish.
Apnea.
Yeah, he was like, I wish. He's like, I wish I could have got Pun into running. He would have loved it.
Right.
So it's. When I look at it, I'm like, damn. It's just like that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's dope.
Yeah.
Like that's the way he's looking at one of my guys. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful to see,
love.
man. It's beautiful to see. Shout out to Hoolie Nation, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all my
Shouts out.
family in Austin, Texas, man.
How much of a part did they play, Renee and Hoolie Nation as a label, in the creative process of the album? Did they just allow you to handle that on your own?
I kind of ran free.
Yeah. You had free reign on that?
Yeah, I kind of ran free. And I'm thankful that they let me run free, because even on the distribution side, I got to choose who I was going to distribute with, and I'm very meticulous. I've gone through a lot of things already where I kind of X out what I think we don't need or whatever the case, but they did let me run free, and I delivered almost 12 features on the album. We didn't have to pay a cent for none of them, you know what I mean? All the videos we shot with the artists, we didn't have to pay the artists to come out, or everything was it was like everybody was like, I got you.
Nice.
It's the thing. So we saved a lot of money compared to if we would have done it with an artist that wanted to reach out to these people and do these records and try to do all these
without the relationship.
Without the relationship.
I was just saying that was on the strength of your relationship.
Yeah, that was on the strength of my relationships and all the work that I've been putting in. So, even though he did give me $30,000 in advance, when you look at the work that I put in on the album, it's definitely worth more than $30,000. You know what I mean? When you look at the videos, when you look at the features, and there was plenty of times that we would go halves. That's the thing. If I wanted to do something big, like the Follow record, that budget for that video was like $20,000. We went halves on that.
Nice.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. So a lot of people be like, damn, Renee's moving with MESA a lot, but it's just the pace that I move at. It's nothing that, it's not like that's what he demanded. I'm pressing him like, yo, we got to do this, we got to do that. So. Yeah.
Well, if he's smart, and I believe him to be, shout out to that brother. He's gonna soak that up and learn from it. And from his perspective, that $30,000 was an investment. And that investment is paying off
in numerous
beyond
ways.
financial.
In numerous ways.
So those rooms that he's in that he was never in before, that you can't really put a price on that.
Exactly.
That access. So one hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? And both hands wash.
And
the
honestly,
face.
it's up to him how much it grows. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, you can only put him in the room. You can't.
Yeah.
And I always told him that. You know, I did always tell him that. I was like, yo, look, man, you gotta take advantage when you're in these rooms, man, because you're in this room, like, you know, let it be known, you know, and because my story always continues, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you gotta find your place once you're in. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
But I'm confident he will.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know, shout out to that brother.
For sure.
Where along in the process of the album were you when you started dealing with when you started running? Was it post album?
so the album was done.
Okay, I asked this for a very specific reason. When did you title the album?
Yeah.
It was titled that already.
So this was
Is
universally.
Bizkit titled that?
Yeah. He's
So
doing
the
that
album was
prophetic.
foreshadowing
Yeah, or prophetic.
What was coming.
Oh, yeah.
what was coming.
Yeah.
When did you realize that?
This Bizkit again would tell me, he's like, another run. I just keep saying, he'll look at me like, another run. It just goes with what we're doing, another run. You see? Like, and, you know, it kind of just happened organically, yeah.
That's beautiful. I only made that connection on my way up here today as I was revisiting the album, listening to it, and I'm like, oh, shit, another run. And I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what's
was
crazy?
When
crazy
he did that, because I remember the album dropped in August. I was like, when did you do that?
Well, you know, I compare a rapper's life no different to a runner's life, right? Like, it's kind of the same thing when you really think about it, because rappers have runs. They go on runs where they go for a period of time where they go on a crazy run, and then it calms down.
Yeah, they phase out a little bit.
And then it fizzles out, but then a spark comes back up, and then it's another run.
But also, like,
what I mean?
running, though, it's what you put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put in that work, you're going to see it when you run.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You put in, you get up and run every day. You do what you have to do. You get with your trainer
It
every
goes
day.
in correlation.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same shit. You put in the work in the studio, you're gonna see the result.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mindset when you went into recording this album. I want to say, well, let me allow you to say it.
No, go
what
ahead.
was your mindset when you went into recording this album? Because this album has one heavy theme.
I was excited because I haven't gotten back into the studio to do a project in a little while. And I was excited, you know. I was excited. I came in, when I signed the deal, I brought this Bizkit with me. So, you know, I brought back all the old players from the old album. So it was just like, you know, I was feeling myself, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I know it caused a lot of static because it's like, damn, this nigga went and signed with Renee. Like, what's going on? You know, and I know in the hood, everybody was like, yo, what the fuck just happened? It was like a trade that you didn't expect in the
like a
NBA.
bombshell.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this? And how's that gonna work?
Yeah,
Like the Luka trade.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah, man.
It's working?
Yeah.
But I think that was part of your artistic growth, right? Sometimes in growing as an artist, everybody can't come along, right, for whatever reason. So this album, along with that excitement that you had to record and to create this work of art, this body of art, you were also a free agent at the time.
Yes.
I feel like this album has a hunger to it, right? The theme of the album to me, listening to it, is hustle. And even on one of the songs, at the end of the song, you say, you know, hopefully you listen to this album and you see, like, I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember it word for word, but you say something like, after you listen to this album, hopefully you get some hustle in you. Maybe you bag you a bad shorty and you see the beauty of life.
The beauty's of life. That was the beauty's of life energy.
Right.
Yeah.
So was that intentional?
Well, it was when aside from being excited, I went into it with a mindset. Obviously, There was a big transition. I shedded a lot of people that was with me from the neighborhood. They didn't go with me into this next phase.
Right.
I kind of basically, almost everybody that I was with growing up, I think there was nobody left. I wouldn't count Ricky because Ricky's from the younger generation, and he's from Union City, and I kind of snatched him up, Ricky St. Laurent, and I kind of just always keep him around. Even to this day, he's kind of like a little brother that I continuously mentor and put him in position if I can. You know, I got him on a song with Jadakiss. You know what I mean? This is a kid from Union City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody else, it's tough to be me, man. It's tough to be me in a sense of like, be the one who's breaking the barriers and has to like eat last, has to just the truth of the matter is, man, people think success is all glamorous. Success is knowing how to operate on a negative bank account.
And not allowing
People
your
to-
team
yeah.
who you lead to know that.
Exactly.
And to see
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
stress or
Yeah,
whatever you're going through.
I've never put my stress on any one of my guys. You know, I've never told them like, yo, my back against the wall, my bills, or whatever the case. Truth of the matter is, when we went on the road, I was always the one with the good credit. I was always the one with the credit cards to get hotels, to get car rentals. Let me tell you something. Most of the cars you see, the guys that was with me from back around the way, all those pictures when we were in Vegas, those Lamborghinis, I never took pictures in front of none of those cars. All those cars were paid for by me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And I love to see my guys enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'm not bringing it up to put anything in anybody's face. But the truth of the matter is like, I want people to understand that what it takes to have a $20,000 credit card, right?
Credit line, yeah.
Go and pull out a top of the line car to shoot a fucking music video. Like, how stupid is that when you really think about it, right? But it's part of our culture and part of the shit that we had to do, and it's a certain type of responsibility that you got to carry, having your shit in order, a license, a passport, TSA pre-check, clear, easy pass, you fucking name it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's tough.
Like, these are all things that, and then you go ask somebody if they have the list of these basic things to function, and they want to be either musicians, producers, whatever they want to be, and they don't have that list of functioning things that are probably the most important things for you to have foundationally, and you're worried about taking a picture in front of a car.
Right.
I have a problem with that mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
yeah.
it's okay. It's not that I don't want you to take a picture in front of the car. Take the picture in front of the car, but make the moves that you got to do to help me, man, get to this level. Because if I got 60,000 in credit cards and I'm the only one, then that weight falls only on me. But if I got 60,000, you got 60,000, you got 60,000, you got 60,000, then it's a different story. Everything's a green light. There's no hesitation when we go out into these cities. And the way I'm moving, I'm moving with guys that money is not even a conversation. The bill comes and it's taken care of.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like you got to learn how to adjust to if you really want to be taken seriously, right? I always tell my guys, bro, hygiene is number one. You can have 20 chains on. It doesn't matter, bro. My teeth are flawless. That alone, when I smile, when I speak, that alone, it shows I invest into my image, into
you
what
care.
I care about how I carry and present myself. No. I don't gotta wear 1,000 chains. You know what I mean? Just the way I carry myself and present myself, like those things, those mindset, investing into now, getting fit, my image, all these things count, and they're all things that have nothing to do with music.
Exactly.
They have nothing to do with the industry. These are basic human foundational things that everybody should practice, discipline, and that's what keeps me in the room.
Yep.
The fact that if I say I'm gonna do something, if I tell Kiss or anybody, hey, I'm gonna do something at this time, I'm there at that time. if we handle some money, the money's handled correctly. I'm not just only thinking about myself, but I'm bringing plays to other people. Because sometimes it don't really necessarily be about me, but I can make a move for you, and I can make a move for you if it makes sense. Like it happened with Game Over the other day. And me and Game Over never really made a move like that ever since I've been on Hoolie Nation. Right. I just been moving around with Renee. Right. But for me, it's like, if it makes sense, I'm gonna make it happen. And once I do something and people get to know me, they're like, damn, like, you know, Mesa's not really a bad guy. It's just I'm kind of like, I don't know, I can't explain it how my mind works. You know what I mean? But you
have to lead.
Yeah.
So your mind has to function in a way that other people are not used to.
Well, that's the other thing, and exactly like he said, not used to. They'll never understand it because not everybody's a leader. You understand what I'm saying? So they can't wrap their mind around some of the things that you just are always thinking about. You know what I'm saying? They can barely wrap their mind around it.
Bro, I know very few rappers. I deal with rappers all the time. Let me tell you something. And during that time period, you know, music was a big thing of what we were doing. Not like now. Now everything's diversified. You see, we got a media office now. We cater to different things. I'm running with Nori. You know, we dropped the album. Cool, we dropped the album, but that's not the only thing we're doing now. So we kind of diversified what MESA does now in general. And back then, we were just kind of only doing music. You know,
right.
And
that was the focus.
Yeah, that was the focus. And I don't know a rapper that would make sure, like, I was doing features in the hood for $500, you know? And I would tell the guys in the neighborhood, whoever got a feature for me for $500, I would tell them, listen, I got you for $500 on the verse. If you want the video, I got you for $500 as well. But you got to shoot the video with my camera guy. And you got to give him $500 as well. And when you come record the verse, right, you got to record it with Boogs.
Yeah.
And you got to pay Boogs to mix it. Like, I made sure people ate.
Everybody eats.
You know what I mean? When Vado would get I remember Boogs would tell me, yo, man, it's not gonna work with Vado, you know, like you can't, you're not gonna be able to manage him. You're not gonna be able to run his stuff. You know, it's not gonna work. He had Boogs sitting in the studio. He had Vado sitting in the studio for mad long. You know what I mean? I say, yo, fuck this. I'm gonna take over Vado shit. Vado, let me take over your shit, man. Let me handle your business. Let me handle your conversations. Let me just help you out, my brother. Because he's with us at the end of the day anyways.
Yeah.
We're traveling together. We're doing a whole bunch of shit together.
Exactly, yeah.
He's my brother. We might as well. Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Let me
help you.
Let me help you.
Yeah. Why not? I'm here. Shit.
So what happens? We start eating. This is a fact. We start eating.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the money starts coming in because I know how to hustle. So now I got features out the wazoo coming in for Vado.
Nice.
And I'm telling Boogs, yo, every feature comes in, I'm gonna give you $100 off of every feature. You know what I mean?
Boom.
I made sure I spread, when the bag came in, what I'm trying to say is that I made sure everybody ate. I put a team together. I had Bizkit. I had the one album that we did with Mike Vince. That's the album that Jadakiss is on.
Yeah.
Right? The producer, it was kind of the same similar deal that I did with Hoolie Nation. That deal, the way it was structured, it was kind of structured the same way. I think I got $20,000 in advance. I didn't get 30 for that. I got 20,000. But they took care of Kiss, and I was okay with that. And they were gonna own the record, and I was okay with that too, because I was at a point in my career where I needed something big to catapult me into that next phase. You get me?
Yeah.
The next tier.
So I was okay with those terms because I knew what I was gonna do with it next. Obviously, we're here. How many years later?
Exactly.
I'm with Kiss 4 times a week. It's turned more into than a verse, right?
Exactly.
So when we did that album, the guy that funded that album, he discovered me on Spotify.
Randomly?
Randomly.
Wow.
Nice.
Because on one of my songs, I said Hudson County, West New York, or something like that's where I'm from. And the dude was from like Jersey, maybe like 40 minutes away or some shit like that. And when he heard me say that, he was like, yo, this kid's from Jersey?
Wow.
And he looked for me. And this guy would harass me to work with me, right? And I would curb him. He went and followed everybody that was around me. He ends up following my engineer. Then my engineer tells me, yo, this guy's serious, man. He wants to make a progress. So it wasn't until my engineer tells me like to take him serious, I finally sat down with this guy and started talking to him. You know what I mean?
It was real.
Yeah.
And seeing what was what, you know, because I'm so fucking picky, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what do you want to do? Tell me. Like I go through the, you know, through the whole shit. But
Well, that's the thing. You already know your business and shit.
we signed that deal. I took everybody with me to Vegas. I told them when I signed the deal, I said, listen, we're gonna sign this deal, and that's cool. I want to record this album in Vegas. I want a 2 week block out at Hideout Studios, which is one of the biggest studios in North America. It has the biggest SSL board, second biggest SSL board in North America. You know what I mean? Fire ass studio, bro.
It's crazy.
And I told him I need hotel rooms for all my guys, and I need my engineer, I need my singers, Ricky, this other cat that was with us, and I need my camera guys, Fajardo, which by the way, he now, my guy, shout out to Que Paso Jefe. This guy's working with all that Daddy Yankee. This kid, he started with me. He's from Union City. Now he's off on his own, and I love it.
Right.
That was the whole purpose. He shot the Ross video for me.
Yeah.
After that, I haven't seen him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't seen, and you know what?
That's the point.
I love it, Fajardo. I'm so proud of you, man. But bro, I made sure. So just think about it, bro. Nobody's called. Let me tell you something. Nobody's calling me to tell me, yo, MESA, I got you, dog. I put you in position. I gotta play, and guess what? I'm taking you, this person, and this person, and this person. Nobody's calling my phone to tell me that. Okay? So I hate that sometimes the image that gets painted in the hood is like, yo, I don't know what image they be painting, but the truth is a lot of people be delusional, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's tough to be me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ross. And I kept, I did a song with Albie. I did a song with Sue Surf. I did a song with Vado, Fred the Godson, Corey Guns, Smoke Dizza, Jadakiss, Rick Ross. We're about to air some new shit. Come on, man. I'm from West New York, New Jersey, bro. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, you know what? The biggest is here, yo. You want to jump in whenever you want, you can jump in, Biz.
Who would have thought? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Peace. What up, brother Biz?
What's good?
I respect the 10.
Fast. Oh, thank you.
You jumping in?
Come on.
Let's go. Let's get busy.
Got the good water, I see.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, enjoy.
You know what I mean?
Welcome the biggest blogger in the
yeah.
world.
First of all, this was not planned.
And this was not planned.
All right, we have
Random.
to go to Philadelphia after this because we got to run a half a marathon tomorrow morning by 6:30 a.m.
Mine don't
All
stop.
right,
Let's
so
go.
Another run.
that's a fact.
Another run, yeah.
That's a fact.
Yes.
This is my brother for real.
Yes.
In real
So we
time.
want to be clear though, real quick. Whatever narrative is being painted in the hood, we as a podcast personally, we don't pay no mind to that. We don't
Yeah, no, I know.
gossip.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? And we're not here to tear anyone down
At all.
nor to
At all.
backtalk
At
anyone.
all.
We're talking about the brother MESA growing as an artist and as a brand. And sometimes people can't grow with them, but that don't mean it's beef. That don't mean it's hate.
At all.
Exactly.
What I want people to understand is this: what it is to be in my shoes. Because nobody ever really has a conversation with me to know what it's like to be in these doors and to have to be the one to bring everybody in.
Yep.
It's one of the toughest things to do.
Of course.
And this guy, what better witness than this guy who's been running with us for the past 5 years? He's seen niggas from our hood
Right.
and how they move.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's seen it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would tell me, Mess, you're carrying too much weight, man.
That was going to be my question as an outsider.
Yeah.
With no affiliation other than wanting to see people succeed. Were you able to see where, maybe some people were not pulling their weight?
the easiest way to see, like my background, I always observed every situation I ever been affiliated with, you know, and I would see like, you know, like how Styles and Jadakiss and everybody from D Block would move around. You know, their whole campaign was no security. You know what I mean? So I've been on the road with them and just moving around, and then you kind of see like where the strength is. Certain people that, you know, they can't make it out of Yonkers to go to the shows in Connecticut or whatever. So I've been on the road damn near for my like whole career, and like being on the road with MESA, going back to just like seeing certain people that was around at certain points. I was observing, you know what I mean? So I would see where I'm like, yo, damn, you gotta literally carry, you know, like he's carrying a bunch of people, but it's like the way I was trying to tell him, I'm like, you know, by you doing that, now it's taking you longer to get to the finish line. You know what I mean? Like when you carrying dead weight, and the dead weight, at the end of the day, you don't realize how much it is slowing you down till you cut the dead weight off, and then you're like, yo,
damn,
wow.
You
know what I'm
realize,
saying? Yeah. You know, I've been in situations too where, you know, I'm trying to bring everybody from my hood, or, you know, I'm a genuine type of dude, so I'm always welcoming, like, yo, come on. But at the end of the day, certain destinations everybody can't go.
Exactly.
And that's just, you know.
Prodigy said it best, man. You can't save everybody, man.
That, yeah.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
even with putting people in positions or putting people in rooms, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have the drive or the
Yeah, it's just like referring
bro, 100%.
it's just like referring somebody to a job.
Right.
You know, you refer somebody to a job, but now when they don't do the job, or they show up to the job late, or high or drunk, whatever, they gonna be like, yo, Biz, I thought I just had to vouch for one of my guys right now. One of my boys, he's big in the real estate game, and he's like, yo, one of your people's hit me up. Is he good? I'm like, yeah, he's good. Put him in a room. And then after I got off the phone with my guy, I called the other guy, and I said,
like,
listen,
yo, don't fuck this up.
Yeah, like, look, I co-signed you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's how this game works, bro.
And the thing is too, like, you know, as you get older and you grow in your space and your career, you realize how much your cosign is worth. You know what I mean? And some people, you know, it's just like, if I pass you the ball, you're like, you know, you might be like, oh shit, Biz just passed me the ball. Yeah, but you don't know what it took for me to get the ball. I just passed it to you, but nobody passed it to me. I actually created it to pass it to you. Yeah, like,
do that shit.
you know what I mean?
Don't freeze now. Don't freeze.
But you know, and that's the entitlement. That's where it's like, you know, it's all of these things where people get it misconstrued because they wasn't with you shooting in the gym, or they might have been with you while you were shooting in the gym.
Yeah, but there was over there.
I'm gonna give you an example. One story. We're not gonna say no names or nothing. I'm gonna just give you an example. All right. One of the biggest moments in the last run that we had was when we did the song with Rick Ross. All right. Big moment. I felt that after the Jadakiss song, I felt like I was like, yo, we need something now that's gonna really gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Really gonna fucking be like, what the fuck? You know? Just like the marathon, right? In New York, you're like, that's tough. You know? You know? So this guy stops me in the middle of the road. We're on the road somewhere. He tells me, you need to get Ross on the record.
We was in Vegas.
Word. Long story short, we end up getting. First of all, let's
yeah,
be clear.
MESA already had the record.
Right.
And he's playing this record, and I heard Ross on it already.
Because it was lavish, that record. I remember.
It was so fire. I was
Run
just
it up,
like,
that's the
I
Run It
told
Up
MESA,
record,
like, we was on our way to like the airport. I said, yo, stop the car.
Nah, dead ass.
Stop the car.
He made me stop the car on the highway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta stop the car and get that serious
Stop
talk.
the
It's
car,
real
bro.
right now.
I said, yo, we have to get Ross on this record. Like,
Mind you, there's no, at this point when he says that, I don't have Ross's phone number.
So that was my next
I
question.
don't have
Was there a
no
what was the
contact. We
next
have
move?
no
Yeah.
contact to Ross.
Yeah.
facts.
But 7 degrees of separation, bro. Everybody you want to know is within 7 people you already know.
Yeah.
So we went down the web of the people we know, and sure enough, the owner of Hardin put us directly with Ross. And at that time, you know, our which it still is, but you know, it was the height of our relationship with Hardin, and And shout out to Adam, and it's the great guy. He put us directly with Ross.
And the funny thing, how it all came full circle, when the first time I went down to Vegas with MESA, we had like 3 trucks deep. We were rolling, and we stopped at Planet Night. What was it, Planet
13?
Planet 13. So all my peoples was like, yo. I was letting everybody that I know in Vegas, like my guy Chill, bunch of people, they was like, yo, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at Planet 13. And they're like, yo, that's the tourist spot. Like, come to Jardine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm over here like, all right, drop the Addy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull up. So long story short, now on the way from Planet 13 to Jardine, now I'm texting a bunch of people like, yo, meet me here.
At this moment, I'm against this.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know who's the guy that's telling him to go there.
That's a fact.
You get me? So I'm like, yo, this guy's changing our routine. Yeah. Who is this guy? I'm questioning it, right?
That's a fact.
Like normal Western Yorkshire, you're gonna question, right?
Observing.
And then shout out to Chill, because now that guy's one of my good friends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But again, you
trusted your brother.
I trusted him. You know what I mean? Like I trust Biz with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I was like, yo, let's go. So I'm texting everybody the address to Jardine. I'd never been to Jardine.
It's me, him, Vado.
Yeah, we had like 3 trucks full of people that just going. So I didn't, again, this was like during pandemic. Was it pandemic? I think so. So while we going to Jardine, now we got all these people in the parking lot, and Adam, the owner, happened to be there, and he was actually talking to Ross's manager, Jada, at the time.
Yeah.
Right? So
another foreshadowing moment, because we didn't even know.
But this is what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, now like it's all coming back to me. So I didn't even, I'm saying what's up to, everybody. Now my guy Chill introduced me to somebody that used to work at Jardine at the time, was like, yo, this is Biz, the biggest blogger, da-da-da. So we all chopping it up. So now Adam, the owner, was talking to Ross's manager, Jada. And when Jada saw me, he was like, yo, Biz, what up? What the hell you doing in Vegas? I'm like, yo, I just got out here. Like, he like, yo, you need Bel Air? Like, yo, you got my number? And Adam was right there. So, I'm like, oh, what's up? White guy, just, hey, what's going on?
And in his mind, he's like, who's this?
So that day, Adam was like, he started doing the numbers, and he was like, wait, who'd you say you was again? And I'm like, I'm Bizkit. Oh, He's like, who are these people? I'm like, yo, I'm in the Nike tech. I'm like, yo, I just touched down. I'm telling people to link up with me.
Yeah, Vado's in the car. This time, Vado's not even hopping out of the car because we don't even know what type of time it is.
Exactly, yeah.
So he stays in the truck.
We still had soldiers in the car.
Right.
So me and Biz, we snooping around. And it's love.
Yeah.
Like it's wild love. Like we start looking at each other, we're like,
we get suspicious.
They take us to the private room, to the merch room.
That's when
pick whatever you want.
That's when Adam was like, we
got Vado in the truck. He said, you got Vado in the truck? I'm like, yeah. He's like, tell him to come in.
Yeah.
Adam and he knew who Vado was?
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tell him to come in.
Adam,
you know what I mean?
Adam and Adam and Zach, that was like the first day we met them.
Yeah.
And then like
it was too much love.
Yeah, Adam was just like, he was like, yo, all these people, you brought all these people here? And I was like, yeah. He was like, come to my office.
Yeah.
So now I'm in his office, and at that time, I was the one that was doing like a lot of the hosting all the weed events and quads.
Right.
My man Slushy. So that was before, like now it's different. It's legal. Everybody's running it up.
Yeah.
6-7 years later, it's different. Yeah. So I'm over here telling Adam, I'm like, yo, I actually run New York. You know what I mean? Like once we got in his office, I had to like show him like, yo, nah, I'll be doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And then he was like,
he
literally was like, yo, how could we do something together? And I was just like, yo, let's work. And then that's when I was like, yo, I'm with my guy MESA.
You got me the deal, actually.
Yeah. So like they
wanted, because at that time my followers wasn't up, not like it is now. But they gave Biz
a brand ambassador
deal.
Yeah.
Right? Wow. And Biz was like, no, they were gonna give him $2,000 a month.
Like $2,500, yup.
So was it $25?
But I told him to make sure.
And he was like, yo, you got to give my man's a contract too.
Yeah.
Talk about me.
Yeah.
And they started me at 500. But you know, when I finished that contract, I finished it way higher than that. You feel
But
me?
that goes back to was it before Brother Biz rolled up that you said no one calls your phone with a play?
Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah.
Brother Biz. You know, he didn't call your phone,
Nah,
but he put you on.
yeah, Biz,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Biz.
Nah, but that's just, and again,
Yeah.
like if you,
Yeah.
if
That's what you're supposed to
if
do.
you
Yeah.
with me, you with
Yeah.
me. Like it ain't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not greedy.
Exactly.
You know, I always show love. And again, like if somebody wants to play, here's the ball, run it up.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you said, not everybody's gonna know what to do. They want the handout.
they want it.
the
Yeah.
shout
So
out.
yeah,
But
so,
then they
so,
be like-
so look, so back to the Ross situation, right? Like, Ross, big deal, big verse, big video, big move,
Big budget.
big budget. I'm talking about an $80,000 budget to make that happen. Okay?
Out of pocket or
Well, I crowdfunded between brands and out of pocket. Yeah, you know what I mean. But shout out to all the brands
The
that
real-
helped out
real
too.
independent.
You know what I mean? But that real, cause I own that bitch. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like that's the
It's
know
you're investing in
I
you.
went from not owning the Jadakiss record, but I own the Ross record. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So everybody wants a piece that day.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to look that day.
Mm-hmm.
One, I got to make sure the cameramen are good. It was 4 of them. It's during COVID, so there's restrictions on how many people you can put on a yacht. Okay,
Oh, facts.
so you got to count the captains.
Yeah, shout out to Smitty. Smitty
right.
was there.
Shout out to Smitty.
Marky, social media.
So now it's going down to you got to cut who's
not
like
necessary.
Yeah.
it's going by tiers, right?
Yeah.
One of my mans was there. He had a clothing line, and he wanted to give Ross his clothes. You know what I mean? I had another brand that gave me a money counter, a gold money counter, but they just dropped it off. They're like, "Yo, just give it to him." I'm like, "All right, boom." My mans wanted to personally give Ross the clothes, but it came down to the cut where the boat restrictions, they weren't allowing, they wasn't having it, bro. You couldn't grease them for more money. They
Nothing,
wasn't
yeah.
having it. Business is my witness, you know what I mean? So I told my man, just let me get the clothes, put it on the boat. When I pulled back up over here, because the boat, we had to return it, I think, at 3 or 4 o'clock, let's say. On the dot. Ain't no passing that, you know what I mean? Like, you pulling up right on time.
Exactly. They bringing you back.
Yeah. So I'm telling him, like, be right here at 3 o'clock. So when I pull up,
Yup.
we make it happen.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yep.
It don't
I
got to
put-
happen on the boat.
Exactly. Yeah.
I pull up at 3 o'clock. Nowhere to be found. Right? So what do? Still thinking about my nigga, what do?
Still gonna
I grab the clothes. I tell my mans, record me. Pull up on Ross. Ross, look, man. This is my man's clothing line. I wanted to give it to you. He made this shit, special your size, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Just let you know. Ross is all right, cool, boom. Ross don't even pick it up. Tells his man to pick it up. He's a boss, man. He ain't picking shit like carrying. He told his man, get it. We got it on video. Ross gets in his golf cart. He's about to pull off. When he's about to pull off, my man's is getting there. Yo, what happened? Yo, I already gave it to him, bro. He's got to be out, whatever. This dude starts crying.
Wow.
Borderline crying in front of Ross. You heard? Ross's manager looks at him. He's like, "Yo, bro, he got it already. Like, what
Yeah.
more do you want from him?"
Yeah.
You feel me? And everybody's telling him, like, even Biz telling him, like, "Yo,
Yeah.
we got a video. Look, bro, we got a
Yeah.
video of him giving him your clothes." And
Some people are never happy, bro.
$80,000 budget.
And you worried about
I think he contributed $2,000. So I don't want to take nothing away from that dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But look, there was another $78,000 that we needed to come up with, Pa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you had the opportunity. You missed it.
I told you be there when I pull up. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's not even so much. It's the embarrassment part, bro.
Yeah.
You embarrassing me in front of Ross, man.
You think he gonna?
And I know Ross probably ain't noticed, but Ross manager knows. Even though shout out to G, that's my dog. You know what I mean? That's our dog. G's a dog. You know, G don't give a fuck. He's one of us. But the truth of the matter is, like, it looks bad, bro.
It does, yeah. It's a funny look, yeah.
It looks
It's
bad,
goofy,
bro.
yeah.
It's some goofy shit. And that's what I would think about that. As I'm over here trying to make history and be the first nigga in West New York with a fucking song with Rick Ross. I got a nigga borderline crying because he didn't get to personally give his clothing brand to Ross. And mind you, this nigga is not a nigga that grew up with us from the hood. He's a nigga that Ricky brought him to me. You feel me? And I accepted him through Ricky. And he's not even a nigga it's not even it, bro. You're not even a nigga that could be complaining. You feel me? Like, you wasn't here the past
by extension
10, 15, 20 years that I've been putting in work. You guys know.
Yeah. You
Actually,
just got here.
you guys seen it before Biz saw it. Because once Biz saw it, he came and snatched me up out of West New York. He was like, yo, nigga, you got to come outside. You know, he kind of forced me to go outside. But just think about how frustrating that is for me, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm
Yeah,
over here.
That's the thing with MESA. Like, since I met him, you know what I mean. He always he's like a team player and a coach and a this and that. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like,
But
you
sometimes you
doing
pay
it,
for that.
like, you doing it.
Yeah.
I always, cause like, you know what I mean. Like, from the first trip we ever took, you know what I'm saying. I always told him, like, I was like, yo, bro, you like a ill road manager because you're so militant with the time and making sure everybody gets here and you know, everybody's on time and everybody knows where to go and you're driving. It's like he's doing like 5 things and then he still got to rap.
Yeah, he's still the artist.
He's still the artist.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, my dude, like, you're doing a lot. Like, you're doing it, so it's not like, you feel
But you
me?
can do so much more.
It's
And
just
that's what Biz was trying to
You can do
make
so
me
much
see.
more
Yeah.
for you by
Yes.
doing less for others.
Yes. Yes.
And I think you've learned that lesson.
Yeah, obviously now, you know. But now, look at the team now. Look at my guy right now there behind the board. Yo, you want a pizza or something?
Brother Ray,
You
right?
good? Good. My guy Joe, I don't know where Joe is, you know what I mean?
Joe back there bagging them thotties up.
Yeah, you know, my guy Joe's going viral right now.
It's a Joe thing. It's a Joe thing.
But the point is like, I love my team now.
Yeah.
teamwork make the dream
You know
work.
what I mean? Like,
But like how you build a team is literally by being on the road. Cause like, again, you'll see, you know, hometown is home. Home is home. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do well home, but you got to play away games. Just like
Right.
Gilly said one time, he's like, you have to go away. You can't just play home games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
You can't
succeed
just be
outside your
the
comfort.
man in your hood. You got to go to other hoods.
you got to be the man everywhere.
You got to
go.
be the man everywhere. You got to be able to go outside your hood and have the DJ in Atlanta play your record and see if everybody is rocking to it in a whole nother
region.
Yeah, because
You know what I'm
your
saying?
hood gonna love you. You know,
Or
for the
hate
mo-
you.
for the
Yeah,
most
or
part.
hate you, yeah.
or both.
Yeah, but the outside world gonna
Yeah,
tell you the truth.
and the thing as far as like, it's like that in every hood. You know, I'm from Long Island, and at the end of the day, there's people that love me in my hood, and then there's gonna be people that hate on me in my hood, and it's always for the same reasons. You know, because when you are the guy from your town, there's other guys that's gonna be at your that's from your town that's gonna look at you like, why is it you? Why are you in the spotlight? Why are you somebody that everybody's gravitating to because of the work that I put in, which they are just seeing it through their lens and they don't understand. You have to go outside. You know what I mean? You gotta you can't just be in your circumference and think that you're gonna grow or you're gonna, you know what I mean, become him.
You can't expand if you don't leave the block.
Yeah.
And to go back to what you were saying about people and how they perceive you or your success, that says more about them than it does about you. You know what I'm saying? Their outlook on you and what you're doing.
You can't.
I think we spoiled a lot of our team members. I think we spoiled them in a sense.
too.
We shared the shit out of our accolades. And I think it showed. I think you guys could tell that it was visible, you know? It was visible. Everybody was on the plane with me. Everybody was with me when I was with Kiss. Everybody was with me when I was with Ross, you know? Because you saw it amongst my peers. They were posting it more than I was. They were posting the cars. They were posting the vacation. They were posting the trips and the moments more than I was. I know you guys saw it. You feel me? So just think about what it took to make all that happen, and the fact that I did share all the accolades on the way. What they did with it from there, you know, everybody had access to Biz.
Yeah.
Do they have access to Biz still? I can't say they do anymore.
Right.
But
But that's not up. That's not up. That's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm not telling Biz, yo,
Right.
this and this and that. It's a natural.
you are who you
it's,
are.
It's a natural.
And they had to build that
You
relationship.
Yeah.
you do good business, you know, like I said, you know, people in your hood, they can hate, they can do whatever they want to do, but when you're him and you do good business and you know, you get, like, most people that might be sitting around in my hood with that hate, at the end of the day, the people that they look up to and respect look up and respect me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I tell people all the time, man, it's my work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really even sit down and be doing podcasts.
Right.
People hit me up all the time to do podcasts, and I be so into the grind where it's like, it's hard to just sit here and even say, yo, I'm grinding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, I grinded 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the hardest grind for me to sit still and talk
stop,
about.
to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
Well, shout out to you for bringing. You know, I've actually never
real
seen
talk.
a Is Bizkit interview.
yeah. Nah,
So
like,
shout out-
I
shout
did
out to
I
that.
did Drink Champs, and that was a big look.
Let's tell them about that story.
Yeah.
Can we share that with y'all?
Nah, definitely.
It's-
Because
that's up to you, yeah.
I just
Legendary.
want you guys to know a little bit of what it takes to make the crazy shit that we do happen.
Facts.
Okay? The way the Bizkit and Bottle episode on Drink Champs happened was like this. Vado was just hanging around. We was doing nothing that week. I told him, yo, V, what are you doing this week? Nothing. Let's go to Miami. I'm shooting a video with Bizkit. Me and Bizkit, we got a yacht, we got a hotel, we got models, you know, we're going to have fun, right? I think Corrupt was in town. Corrupt, Chin Capone, Baby Nate Dogg. There's a whole bunch of us linking up. It was like West Coast.
Yeah.
It was West Coast niggas, East Coast niggas.
Yeah.
We was all linking.
Real niggas link
Yeah,
up.
Drink Champs was like them being on Drink Champs wasn't even on the schedule.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the day of the video shoot for the song, which you guys can go back and watch it, or if you play it here, whatever. It's called it's MESA featuring it's Bizkit. It's called Money in a Bag. All right, so if you want to put a video to the story that we're about to
I
tell.
still don't know how this guy got so many features out of me.
Yeah.
I even hit him. I said, "Yo, bro, I don't be on that rap and shit
I
like
was gonna
that." But
say.
like,
Yo, so I tell Biz we shooting a video, whatever. We pick up the yacht. I think it's like an hour before we have to pick up the yacht. I get a phone call from one of my old heads, one of my OG guys that I know from back in the day. They already had seen that I was moving around in Miami with Biz, with Baby Nate Dogg. We're causing havoc, you feel me? And we're
Yeah,
Corrupt,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
crip walking. Corrupt is teaching us how to crip walk.
legend.
Like we're
Shout
doing
out to the
legendary
legend,
shit.
yeah.
You know
went
what I mean?
viral with Corrupt. for
We're
sure.
fucking jet skiing off a mansion, like legendary shit. So my guy's like, yo. He calls me. He's like, yo, Nori, you with Vado?
That was
I'm
Black,
like,
right?
yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm with Vado. Now, mind you, before I get to that, you know, and you know, I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but people used to tell me like, yo, man, why you be moving around with Vado so much? He's not, you know, he's not doing much or like whatever the case may be. And I never, for the same reason that I'm gonna share another story, is somebody in our own hood told me one time, why am I doing so many songs with Fred the Godson? You know what I mean? Oh, he's not hot right now. You need to do something with somebody else. And rest in peace, Fred the Godson.
Facts.
You can never get a Fred the Godson verse to this day, dog.
Exactly.
You feel me? I got two classics. So shout out to my vision
Shouts
and
to
not
that.
listening to that.
Shouts to
music.
that.
Rest in peace,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Exactly.
But
Trust your gut, baby.
Yeah.
what was that? What was it? What was
Talking about Vado.
So yeah, so people would tell me why, but I never look. I think Bottle's one of the illest. I know he's one of the illest lyricists alive. And to be honest with you, I feel like Vado can go toe to toe with the top 10 rappers in the game. He could chew them up, and I think a lot of the rappers know that. And I'm a fan first, so when I judge and I make decisions on my vision, I never discredit the underdog for a bad night, a bad season, a bad couple years. Some people, they got the talent, and you never know. You know what I mean? Like, and to this day, I still think he's one of the nicest.
And it's
Still
the
dope.
music industry, bro.
Yeah.
You're always one hit away.
Exactly. So
That's a good point.
I'm like, yo, V, you ain't doing shit. Come fucking rock with us, man. We start moving around. We start going everywhere, right? So he comes with us to Miami to hang out. In retrospective, we get a phone call from one of my guys. You're in Miami with Vado? I'm like, yeah. They don't give a fuck if I'm shooting a music video or not. He didn't even call me to ask me, yo, what's up? What you doing? I'm shooting a music video with you. I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm with Vado. We about to shoot a music video right now, me and Biz.
He ain't hear none of that right there.
Yeah, he
Bro,
said you
all
were
that
Vado?
really
I want Vado, period.
Yeah, he was
that's
like, yo,
all.
man, Nori wants Vado to do Drink Champs.
Facts.
And I was like, nigga, we're about to shoot a video. I got a yacht,
Yeah.
this, that, blah, blah, whatever the case may be. He's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, but Drink Champs.
Drink Champs. And I'm like, and I told him, I was, you know what, man? I was like, nah, bro. You gonna shoot this video, man. Like, fuck that. And I curved it.
Yeah.
I initially curved it.
Yeah, he asked me. He was like,
Then I go back and I asked it, because obviously it's business. Sometimes you got to turn it down sometimes. You know, it wasn't that, but I curved it. And I remember
And you're in
my
the moment of you're about to shoot a
Yeah,
video.
exactly. That's the other thing. Yeah.
And my man's was like, yo, damn, you crazy. You curving it? Like, Black was like, you curving it? So I go back and talk to Biz. And Biz tells me what's going on. He's like, yo, we got to work. But then the real voice of reason for me was my baby mother. I called her, and I think she just didn't want me on a yacht, period, that day. Because when I asked her what we should do, she was like, well, I think you should do Drink Champs. Fuck the boat. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Should I go sit in a room with 10 guys and talk shit, or be on a yacht with 20 bitches in bikini?
Yeah.
Babe,
But-
what do you think?
Yeah.
But this is when I know Biz was the realest. This is when I found out Biz was solid. Because we had to make a decision that day, right? To give up that yacht after I spent all that money. You know what I mean? It was a lot of money I spent to rent that yacht. Dolo, too, to shoot that video with him. So we got to pick up the yacht and shoot on it for like 20 minutes to pull up to where Corrupt was staying at, which was like by Star Island, one of the houses and shit like that. And I told my mans, fuck it, we'll do it. And my mans was waiting. Literally, when we pulled up, he was like, yo, let's go, hurry up. Like, he was like, we got to go to Drink Champs, you know what I mean?
Yo.
And, we pull up.
crazy.
We pull up, we tell Corrupt, yo, the yacht is yours, bro. We got to go do Drink Champs. He said, for real? So I feel like I'm going to look for the footage so I can show you. They stayed with the yacht for the whole day.
Wow.
And we go and do Drink Champs, but Biz looked at me and he saw my face like that. It was like, fuck, like, and Biz was like, yo, don't trip, my nigga. Tomorrow I'll go halves with you, and we'll get another one. But mind you, he's the feature. Right. At that time, I'm paying for his flight to come out.
So he don't have to do that.
Yeah, he don't have to do that.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even expecting that. It threw me off. And sure enough, the next day we got the yacht, but then we go do Drink Champs. And we go sit down, we go do Drink Champs, and I'll never forget, Vada walks in, they sit him down. Biz is not even scheduled to do the show. But Nori sees Biz and he's like, "Is Bizkit, you here? Yo, get a seat for his Bizkit too."
Yo, mind you, we was already Drink Champs on the yacht. Like, if you look at the footage, wherever that footage is, like, you see, like, I have a bottle of Henny, no ice, no chaser, just warm Henny.
Nasty.
Just-
In the hot Miami
that's,
sun.
So-
you were on the set of Joe and Jada's podcast recently?
Yes.
Yeah, we just
we both
similar.
were.
It just reminded me just walking in
'cause
down.
I was listening
yeah.
to. Now that you mentioned Drink Champs, I heard that episode,
Yeah.
and I think this past week I was listening to Joe and Jada. Shout out to those brothers.
Yeah, they're
And
crushing it.
Somewhere in the
Yeah.
episode, they're like, "Oh, his Bizkit is
Yeah,
here."
Yeah. We were there.
So-
the same
that's
shit. It was
awesome.
kind of the same shit.
that's the crazy part. Like, we did when we walked into Drink Champs, I was so lit, and you know, I'm over here like not even trying to even look at the cameras and
Nah, but yo, Nori
was like, yo, it's Bizkit.
Nah, he was mad hype when he seen you. He said, yo, it's Bizkit's here.
I was on some
I'll never
like-
forget it, yo. He said, yo, grab a seat. I was mind blown.
man, I was like-
because how do you predict something like that?
You don't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the beauty is that you made the right choice,
Exactly.
right? You made the
I
right
trust-
choice
I trust
for the team.
Yes, but I trusted my gut in bringing Vado with me.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to none of that
the
noise.
thing,
Like, yo,
yeah.
why are
Yeah.
you fucking?
Yeah, why you still
bringing
fucking
him
with him,
around? Why you doing
But
this?
let me
Why you
ask you
doing-
something. The person, and we're not getting specific,
Yeah,
and
we're
we're
not
not
getting
naming names,
specific,
and you know, and again,
Yeah.
we're not here to gossip.
Yeah.
and this is all fact shit that
Yes.
happened. But the person that said, "Why you hanging out with Vado?" Who they was hanging out with?
With Vado.
Also,
It was one of us. Yeah, it was one of it was.
Also, it was somebody in the
It was
circle?
people
no.
that was around us.
I thought it was just somebody in
it was
the
fans.
neighborhood.
It was also even sometimes, even my fiance at the time, because women are gonna question everything. You feel me? Especially women, they're gonna question. But again, men are visionaries. I'm a visionary
So
guy.
I remember when people was asking me why did I get Jadakiss on my Outside record at the time, and then after the verses and all of that, then it made sense for them. Like, but same thing same thing like Mesa
Yeah.
was saying
Yeah.
is like when it comes down to the underdogs and the people for who they are, it's like you can't count them out ever.
Yeah.
And you don't hang out with, or better said, well, hang out, yes, but also you don't strike me as a person, and I've never known you as a person who makes music with somebody just because they're hot.
No.
Yeah,
I've always
exactly.
played for culture.
Yeah.
So you can tell in my features. You
You
know
do
what I mean?
music with people, first of all, that you vibe with, and you respect their art.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you
Exactly.
respect what they do and
Yes.
shit. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
So to
Yeah.
question why you're hanging with somebody who's
But now-
not quote
But
unquote
Burnz,
hot.
but think about this, guys. Think about this. We're not even talking about rap now. Look at the skill that I got to develop to maneuver within the industry.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with my bars.
No, now you're beyond the artist level. Now,
No. Now,
yeah, now you're as Bizkit said earlier. Now you're dealing in a road manager type element, artist management type element.
all that falls under, you know what you are now? You're a brand.
Yeah.
It's your brand.
Yeah.
And
you have
you're-
to, and you have
yeah,
to,
absolutely.
and you have to protect it. You got to protect it. You know what
And
I'm saying? Talk about your
developing
reputation and all
other
that.
people's brands because
Yes.
you're helping Vado and his brand.
Yeah,
You're-
and
you
I'm
work
grateful
for
for
Bizkit.
Listen, through Vado, we've been able to do so much because one thing people don't know about Vado is that Vado's a loyal ass guy, and number two, Vado passes the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell everybody, and I've always told everybody from the beginning, and this is gonna sound familiar to everybody that was with me from back in the day. I said Vado is, you could win a championship with Vado.
Yeah.
You could win a championship ring with Vado. I'm gonna tell you why. He's a shooting guard. You got a shooting guard. You put the ball in his hand, he's gonna score.
Gotta feel
Don't
it.
expect nothing other than what a shooting guard is supposed to do out of Vado.
Yeah.
And that's how my mentality has always been with Vado. That's why I don't take nothing personal with him. You know, I know how to play the game with him. You feel me? And I know how to make him look good in a sense. I know how to pass him the ball. I know how to make it easy for him to make him look like a better superstar in the sense of it just, I just know how to come down the court and pass the ball to him. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and I always knew that. He's one of the top rappers to ever exist. Are you fucking kidding me?
But people won't give him that credit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, because Vado's had an up and down career, people want to focus more on his downs, right?
Yeah.
'Cause Vado, I'm a fan of Vado.
Yeah.
From when he came out with Cam, I bought Guns and Butter on
Yeah.
CD, physical copy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've been fucking with Vado since he first came out. So I know he came out hot. He came out strong. He came out with 2 back-to-back hits that was on the radio, killing it. And then the UN was buzzing, and then he had it went up and down for a little
Yeah.
while. But let me tell you, Vado a few years ago had a fire song, V.A.D.O. I don't know who produced it. That shit is fire. I play that shit to this day. And then last year, Vado had one of my favorite verses on the Jim Jones feature. I think it was for Harlem. I think the name of the song was Harlem. And
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
last year, I believe it was either last year or earlier this year, Vado signed to Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know he caught a nice
and he
6-7 figure advance on that. And he was on her first single for
and
her.
he was her first
recent
single, and he
album.
charted with her for weeks.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Vado, He's consistently there.
Okay, can we make that clear that since the growth and the separation happened, that's what happened under my point guard position. Can we be clear on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so then that's what I want to be clear, that I've always wanted to bring the best out of everybody, but you got to let me bring the best out of you. And another thing too, the pressure gets to people. Let's be clear on that. The pressure of bills, the pressure of feeding families, the pressure of keeping the lights on, keeping the business running. It is not easy. I will say it. Yeah. I will say, just like I said it before, success is learning how to operate most of the time on a negative bank account until you build a foundation that liberates you from everything that you've had to build, bro. Yep. And that pressure of operating on a negative will tear a man down. They will go quit and they will go get a job. They will go work. They won't stay in it because it's too much. This shit is not for the weak, bro. Yep. That's why when you see a move and you be like, damn, this person did that, or the battle scars are so ill because it's like, yo, bro, you gotta go. Like right now, you gotta go run 26.2 and get this, bro. You can't just go and put the shit around your neck. Yeah. You know, I did all the hard things. And when it came down to West New York, bro, I always wanted to make West New York proud in a sense. When it came to the rap scene, I wanted West New York to be respected. I got celebrities coming to West New York to eat, dine at the neighborhood. They want to come kick it with me, come to the neighborhood. Come to 65th and Park, come to 64th and Park. I got biz in the hood. I got rappers in the hood. Like, and that should be something we should be proud of, because that was our dream. Those are the same streets we grew up listening to these cats, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.